Welcome to Barbaras Bulletin, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events. We have a fascinating story to start with, involving President Donald Trump and a secret plane swap during his recent trip to Turkey. According to reports from multiple sources, including The Washington Post and Forbes, President Trump secretly swapped planes while departing from Turkey after a NATO summit last month. The decision was reportedly made by the Secret Service due to a potential threat to his aircraft. Trump confirmed the reports himself, stating that the Secret Service recommended the switch because of a threat out there, although he didn't elaborate on the nature of the threat. It's worth noting that the president had arrived in Turkey on the new Qatari-gifted Air Force One jet, which was on its debut international trip. However, after boarding the old Air Force One jet in public view, he was secretly whisked away to a smaller plane, a Boeing C-32A, on a catering truck. The passengers on the larger jet, including some White House staff members and reporters, were not informed of the switch and believed they were flying with the president on board. The reports suggest that the potential threat may have involved shoulder-launched missiles, with Israel allegedly briefing the Trump administration on the possible dangers. However, no missiles were fired at any of the planes that departed Ankara. As we consider this story, it's essential to remember that the safety of the president and his entourage is of utmost importance. The Secret Service takes every precaution to protect them, and in this case, they apparently deemed it necessary to take extraordinary measures. We will continue to monitor this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the secret plane swap, and do you have any concerns about the potential threats to the president's safety? We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbaras Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbaras Bulletin. We are glad you are still with us as we dive into the latest news from the art world. The Zeitz Museum of Contemporary Art, Africa, or Zeitz MOCAA, has announced the appointment of Elvira Dyangani Ose as its new artistic director. This move marks a new chapter for the museum following the passing of its previous director, Koyo Kuo, in May 2025. Elvira Dyangani Ose is a renowned curator and art historian specializing in modern and contemporary African art and diasporic cultures. Her impressive background includes roles at The Showroom in London, Creative Time in New York, and Tate Modern in London. Most recently, she has been leading the Public Art Abu Dhabi Biennial and served as the director of MACBA in Barcelona from 2021 until early this year. The appointment of Dyangani Ose is seen as a strategic move to further establish Zeitz MOCAA as a premier institution for contemporary African art. Her expertise and experience will undoubtedly play a crucial role in shaping the museum's future exhibitions and programs, promoting a deeper understanding and appreciation of African art globally. In related news, Sotheby's has secured a significant collection of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist works from the estate of Argentine industrialists Nelly Arrieta de Blaquier and Carlos Pedro Blaquier, valued at $450 million. This notable consignment includes pieces by Van Gogh, Cézanne, Degas, Pissarro, and Renoir, highlighting the ongoing demand for high-quality artworks in the market. As we continue to explore the evolving landscape of the art world, it's essential to recognize the importance of institutions like Zeitz MOCAA in promoting diversity and inclusivity. The appointment of Elvira Dyangani Ose serves as a testament to the museum's commitment to showcasing the richness and complexity of African contemporary art. Welcome back to Barbaras Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a closer look at the upcoming presidential election in Zambia. The southern African nation is gearing up for a crucial vote, with incumbent President Hakainde Hichilema facing off against 13 other candidates. Hichilema, who won the presidency in 2021, has been credited with improving the country's macroeconomic stability, but critics argue that the benefits have not trickled down to ordinary Zambians. One of the main challenges facing Hichilema is the high cost of living, with many citizens struggling to afford basic necessities like food and energy. His opponent, Brian Mondubile, leader of the Tonse Alliance, has been gaining traction by promising to address these issues. However, Hichilema's government has been accused of suppressing dissent, which could impact the election's outcome. The election is also significant due to Zambia's rich mineral resources, including copper and cobalt, which are in high demand globally. China is currently the top foreign investor in Zambia, but the U.S. has also shown interest in the country's critical minerals. As Zambians head to the polls on Thursday, they will not only be voting for their next president, but also for lawmakers and local government councillors. The election will be decided by a 50% plus one system, which means that if no candidate receives an outright majority, there could be a second round of voting. It's essential to note that Zambia has a history of peaceful elections, and it's crucial that all parties respect the democratic process. As we watch the developments unfold, it's a reminder of the importance of fair and transparent elections in shaping the future of nations. That's all for today's Barbaras Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.